Okay, so now that we have the basics, we know how to make tiles and how to link them together, we can start putting some of the bells and whistles on. So let's say you want your tiles to have a background, right? Because if we just hit play, all we have right now are blank screens, right? So what we want to do is give it a background, right? So the first thing we want to do is think of a tag, right? And I've already assigned a tag to mine. I tagged it street, right? So if you want to add a tag, you just hit tag and then type it in. I've already done it. So I put street on 3 tiles. So the first 3 tiles all have the tag street. That's important because you're going to add images. So for a background image, you're going to go to the Twine user guide that's on the PD website. So go take a look, open it up. It's going to make things infinitely easier for you. And you're going to copy this code. Okay. Now it wants you to go into the story style sheet. So edit story style sheet and paste in the code. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our tag title, which we know is street, because that's how it knows what tiles to put the image on. And this part that says your URL here, we're going to find an image. So I'm just going to search for a street. And I like this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the image address or the image URL, whichever you want to do. And then where it says your URL here, I'm going to paste that right in. It's very important that you do this inside of the quotations or it won't work. And so now when we test it, it has a background image. Right? So it has it on Punch Mike in the face, but once we get to run away, it's a black screen because that one doesn't have a tag on it yet. Okay, so if we wanted all of them to do that, for run, we would just assign it the same tag. Now they all have the same background image. Now if you wanted to, you could put multiple pictures in the style sheet, each with its own tag, so different slides could have different backgrounds. It's all based on what you want to do. But let's say you just want to put a random picture in one of the tiles. Well, you can do that too. So what you would do, go back to the user guide, and there's already a code for you for embedding images. So you would copy and paste that code. Boom. Find the image you want. I like this one because we're going to punch Mike. So copy the address, and just like last time, we are going to put it in the your URL here. And now when we play this slide and we hit punch Mike in the head, we have the picture. Nice and simple. Now sometimes the URLs you have won't work because they're busted or they're too long. So if it doesn't work, don't get discouraged. Try again with a different image and hopefully it'll work. Also, if you want to make your picture bigger or smaller, you can by switching the width. So we could switch it to 1500 by 3300 and see what happens. Now our picture is enormous. And there's no reason for it to be that big, but we changed it. So it's all about playing around with it. So that's how you do background images or just random images in individual tiles for Twinery.